They are loud, they are proud. It's Dirt Racing on iRacing, and a pleasure it is to have you all. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Jason here at Signature Sports, and we are back at it for Saturday night Dirt Racing for an old but new series, formerly known as the ACK Beagles Dirt Racing Series, now the Dirt Assassins Racing Series. Has a two-race feature tonight. They're going to have a couple of different drive lines. Starting off first with the Dirt Street Stocks. They're going to be running Lanier tonight as they get ready to hold on to a whole lot of, you know, there's some different race lines here. There's some different grooves. There's some different everything. Going to be a ton of fun. Driver's going to be looking at a 30-lap feature. Race information brought to you by TrackDogsRacing.com, giving you a whole lot of sports memorabilia, especially when it comes to iRacing and the leagues out there. Make sure you go check out TrackDogsRacing.com to get more and more swag for your money. Lanier National Speedway is going to give you 10-lap heats, 12-lap consolation, 30-lap feature for all the drivers out here out of Brazelton here in the U.S. Track temperature right now at 60 degrees, air temperature 78 degrees. As we see, no humidity means this track's going to dry out. It's going to dry out quick. It's going to dry out fast. Partly cloudy skies means that the heat's going to maintain on the air temperature, but maybe not on the track. The track will push to the outside. High line can become a big fast line here, but that inside line is going to have huge runs down the entirety of the front stretch. And I tell you what, Dirt Street Stock's probably my favorite series that you'll be able to be a part of here when it comes to these race lines. These folks have done a phenomenal job of being able to try to put some things together, grow their leagues, and be a part of it. Folks, if you have not been a part of the Dirt Series, well, I encourage you to do so. One of the best ways to do so is to find all of these racing series on iRacing, but also you can find them on Facebook. Dirt Assassins Racing League out there on the Facebook platform. New sponsors, well, I'd say new and old sponsors. Sponsors we know, Red Pirate Bar and Grill out there giving us a whole lot of fun. Let's go, Tony the Judge. Martin, good to see you out there, everybody. Well, hopefully everybody's having a fantastic evening. Keep the chats up. Like, follow, subscribe on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We are live on all three simultaneously. True Cut Lawn and Maintenance. Free estimates 352-215-7473 for all of the wonderful looks out there as well. Let's see. Dirt Assassins will give you Red Pirate Family Grill. They do have some oysters out there. They're a ton of fun. Located at 236 Highway 98, East Point, Florida. You can get out there and go to redpirategrill.com. Find them on Facebook, and also book ahead by calling 1-850-670-1090. That's 1-850-670-1090. Track Dogs Racing has the winged sprints coming up here in the second heat. TrackDogsRacing.com or find them on Facebook for all your racing apparel. Get them out there. BUCKWHEAT'S Custom, giving you a whole lot of look. They do t-shirts, spin art, die cut decals, and auto decals. Find them at facebook.com/BUCKWHEAT'S Customs or area code 903-417-2628. Again, 903-417-2628. 54 Motorsports. Tabs out there having a whole lot of things going on in his life. Tabs, much love to you. 54 Motorsports. Find him on Facebook and give him some love. We love Tabs. He's such an awesome dude. True Cut Lawn and Maintenance out of Gainesville, Florida. Remember, give him a call or find him on Facebook. True Cut Lawn and Maintenance. Get your free estimate today. True Cut Lawn LLC after the Facebook. Chiefland RC Raceway, one of the best in the business when it comes to RC cars and what you do when it comes to dirt racing with RCs. They do have a website, but also a Facebook page, but you can get out there and find them anytime you're out in Florida. I encourage you to go see Chiefland RC Raceway because they have some of the best one of the best family-friendly entertainment things that you can do, and that is take an RC car out there and drive it on some dirt. That is awesome. That is probably the best thing that you could do. Anarchy Wraps and Designs. For the next time you're looking, find them on Facebook, facebook.com. Give them a good look and find Anarchy Wraps and Designs. Of course, Unique Woodmasters LLC. For all your custom woodworking needs, they are located in Salino, Ohio. Find them at facebook.com/uniquewoodmasters. Area code 419-268-9693. 06 Productions. Find them at youtube.com at RCKing252. Does some great visualizations out there as well. Chief at RC Racing giving you a whole lot of love. Thank you so much to all those sponsors of the series. Without them, we couldn't do what we're doing. New followers, new everybody. Thank you so much. Let's see. Brent, give me another. How you doing? How you doing, sir? Andy Martin giving us a big old let's go, Tony. Roger gave us a follow on the old Twitch channel. It's Fizzy Jr. giving us a follow on Twitch as well. Thank you so much to everybody out there being a part of it. Brandon Starnes giving us a like. Tony Martin giving us a like. Colin Carter giving us a like. Max giving us a like as well. Mark Redkin giving us a like. Z Younger giving us a big old subscribe on the old platform of the old YouTube. And again, Chris, thank you very much earlier giving us a like as well. Thank you so much. We're going to send it tonight. Says the Dirt Assassins iRacing League. Love to hear it. Love to see it. You folks are in for a treat. They are going to have a ton of fun. Again, the Dirt Assassin iRacing League is where you're going to be able to be a part of this series. You want to be a part of the sprints, or you want to be a part of the street stocks. I encourage you to do so. Dirt Assassin iRacing League, giving us a big old thumbs up. Let's go, Dad. Out there for our good folks. We got some family out in the mix. I like to see it. Tyler Martin, give it a big shout out to Tony. Of course, these drivers out here doing what they can. Thanking all the sponsors, of course. All the series couldn't be possible without each and every one of you being a part of it. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the folks being a part of it. Valerie, good to see you. The Grijalva family in the mix. We know that Grijalva is getting out here running a little bit of fun. He's trying to improve his craft as well. This is one of those race lines that comes tough and furious. Side-by-side racing is going to be the biggest portion of it. A big reminder for the folks, though, as well, there will be a race right after this. We're going to stay live even through the break. We'll talk to everybody. We'll talk to the drivers. We'll talk to the folks out there who will have a little bit of fun. But once they get out of this race, they're pretty much going to hop into, a lot of the drivers are going to hop into another race right after that. I believe we have some drivers that are only exclusively running the sprints. And so that'll be a ton of fun. Street stocks, very big. Are the Canadians racing on dirt today? Nope, not today. Not today, Brent. Not today. Good luck, everyone, tonight. They say out there, folks. I want to hear the chats. I want to see what you folks are doing out there. Make sure that you have the chats continuing to go. And I want to make sure that each one of you, speaking of youngers, you see that C Younger out there, right? Make sure that you find him, because he is getting ready to start streaming. He is streaming. He has been streaming. He's going to get out there and do it some more. He's awesome. He's awesome. Oh, man. What do you say, folks? Uh-oh. You know who forgot to load up their cams? This guy. It's all good. It's all good. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Actually, we'll fix it right now. While we are waiting here. Ooh, oh, the overhead look. Right rear suspension. Right rear suspension belongs to this right here. And we're going to go here. Sorry, folks. I normally have this done beforehand. Sometimes, I mess up. And this is exactly what happened here. So we will fix this all at the same time. Make sure that everybody's good to go. We will right here. And the left front suspension will be this cam, which is my favorite cam right here. A little GoPro cam off the side. Look at that. All right, we're good to go. How's everybody doing? Best of luck tonight, says Track Dogs Racing. We'll be racing tonight, but next week you guys will see another race in the Dirt Anarchy series, which is tomorrow night, folks, by the way. If you like dirt racing, make sure you get out and check them out tomorrow as well. Dirt Anarchy is going to have, they're going to have the mods and the lates, right? Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. Is Grijalva racing today? Yes, he is. He is, actually. That's who you just saw. Joseph Grijalva getting out there running the old 47 as they get ready to go. I do believe these drivers are looking pretty darn snazzy. Yeah, going to get into the starting grid. Now, reminder that there are going to be 10-lap heats, 12-lap consolation races, and the feature is going to be 30 laps. So basically, we have a couple little sprints in here, but I think that for the most part, we're going to see a lot of these drivers just kind of rolling. We're going to get into the heat races to determine the starting grid for the feature. Brandon Starnes got the pole for today's heat. And of course, that's brought to you by Unique Woodmasters. He's going to give you a whole lot of fun. Braxton Clark will be there to the outside. Braxton super fast in the series, but does have his work cut out for him with Brandon Starnes to the inside. Sage Luther is going to be with George Fetzel there in the 33 to the outside. Anglin in the 01 is going to have Dover Singleton to the 03 to his outside of row number 3. Paul Pepper has Nick Klosterman there to the outside. Tony Martin, Joseph Grijalva going to be rolling. Again, 06 Racing Productions. Some good videos out there. If I can't do it, he can do it. That's for darn sure. How many laps is Dirt Racing? So the way this one works out, there will be 10 laps for the heats, and so they run heats to determine the feature, and the feature is going to be 30 laps. You're going to see very fast-paced racing. It's going to be very, very, very much very quick racing. Cautions will not happen in the heats or the consolation. The only cautions will be in the feature, and in the feature, caution laps do not count. However, we're pitter-patter, let's get at her. Green flag racing. Let's go. The judge getting some love out there. Tony Martin to the back here. The 22 side-by-side with the 26, Nick Klosterman. Grijalva right there behind. Braxton Clark at the 28 to the outside. Going around. 03. There's the G1. 01 of Anglin there. Big cluster happening. Everybody having a work as they got door to door there. Somebody likes to go around. When I tell you what, top 3 looking very tough. Brendan Starnes with the 1 outside. 1P trying to make it work. 1B has the 026 of Sage Luther to the backside. Fiesel into the 33. Rolling as they continue to go. 8 laps to go in today's little feature. Anglin to the 01, bringing up the tail end of this one as Braxton Clark didn't have the start that he needed, but he is going to have to roll back in. This is another lap or 2 before it starts to really string out. Starnes, a quarter-second lead over Sage Luther in the 026. 26 trying to make it work. There is that position up 1. Braxton off 4, trying to make it work back into it. Singleton to the 03, in and out just a little bit there. 01 of Anglin trying to make it work. Dig, and that's what they have to do. Dig to the bottom side. No slider line right now. Nobody really trying to make it work. And I tell you what, the 026 side by side with the 1. Luther to the bottom. Sage in and out of the drive line to the bottom side. 5 laps to go as they continue to work. Track Dogs Racing giving you 5 laps to go as they continue to hold on. Single file for the first 2. Sliders are going to be coming somewhere. George just waiting to pounce. Full second off of the pace. Anglin trying to close the distance. 2 3/4 as they work. The 01 has Dustin Singleton to the backside. 5 laps to go. Down to 4 as Brendan Starnes trying to make it 3 this time by. Into the corner. Full set around it. 3 laps to go. Luther having to really dig here. Sage pushing into the corner. Down to the bottom side. The nose really sticking in. Nose up in. Backside roll bar. Gearbox move over. Sage really working here as well. There's the nose cam right here onto the backside. Braxton's daddy moving. The drive line is huge. 2 laps make it white flag. Final lap in heat race number 1. Brandon Starnes out front. Grijalva rolls the corner. There is a dry track out there already. Look at the race line having to develop the way it is. All the dirt and the marbles and the debris up front. Whoa, Starnes, a little free off corner, having to come up the block. Luther finishes second. Brandon Starnes, your heat race winner. Michael Tucker giving us a like. Dirt Assassins, of course. Sage giving us a like as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Brent says, you are awesome. You are all awesome. I appreciate you. All right, feature coming up. Starting grid for the feature. Brandon Starnes, Sage Luther, George in a 33, Anglin working it as well. Braxton Clark, Tony Martin, Dover Singleton, Nick Klosterman looks up at that 4 spot there. Paul Pfeffer is going to be back with Grijalva in the back end of this one. So 30 laps is for all the marbles for the dirt street stock sector as these drivers try to work into the corner. Look at that dirt. That bottom line is absolutely gone. And right now, they're going to have to make it work again. Look at how much that race slide is slicked off. Look at the glass there grip is going to have to come out of nowhere, and we'll see just what these drivers are going to be able to do. 30 laps for the feature as these drivers are ready to go. When he loads in, they're going to pace around for a couple of laps. 30 laps. Cautions do count. Starting grid ready to be set. Lanier, huge into the corner. Huge on the straightaway. And right now, going to take their time. Pace themselves around. Missing man formation for Tabs. Tabs is going through quite a bit right now, folks, and if you didn't know, Tabs is having some health issues. Tabs is having some heart issues right now, and we give our prayers and our thoughts to the families of the family members of Tabs, and that is it's tough, it's true, and it's one of those things that you want to make sure that that everybody's in our thoughts and prayers, and his whole family is. So Tabs, much love to you, brother. If you're out there listening, you're watching, these next 2 days are going to be definitely for you. Tabs, part of the missing man formation, they will honor him at the particular moment. Not on the track today, wants to run the street stocks, wants to be out there with his drivers, but cannot at the moment. So we will line them back up and do it again. These drivers will go double file, and they will have the start of the race on themselves. Starnes, Luther, they're ready to go. The green flag is already dropped, but they're going to give it to each other here. In 3, 2, 1. One more time. All right. Going back around. We'd like to see Ryan Messer race on iRacing, and he is from Harvey Station, New Braunfels. Hey, I bet Messer already has an iRacing account. These drivers right here are some of the drivers that find themselves in the I wouldn't say the amateur circuit, because some of these drivers will kick my butt. Like Sage right now on the on the outside, 41.65 on the iRating. That's high. It's very high. Green flag. We're going. George on the inside. Lap 4 being completed. 1:33 up to get into the corner. Braxton Clark able to make up some of that ground. 3 up the race line. Woo! That is Dover Singleton's going to go back a few spots. 3 wide on the corner. Into the corner they go. 5:61. Able to keep it straight. 5. Paul Pfeffer there. Klosterman's going to be right behind him. 47 of Joseph Grohalva to the inside. Getting the sideways look. Grohalva, don't stop. Keep going, buddy. You got it. Dirt racing is tough, but it is a lot of fun. There is lap 1 being, there we go. That was what we were waiting for, the laps to reset. So now as the green flag sails through, 33, 28 side by side. 28 trying to make it work. Braxton Clark trying to hold on to that lead on the inside lane. But I tell you what, Starnes on the mid lane finds grip up there, trying to be faster on that mid lane. Can a slider work? Sage Luther runs the fastest lap of the race so far, 16:76. Lap 3 being completed. Dirt racing is tough, but it's fun. I like it. 33 inside, side-by-side racing. Close on, tight in, loose off. That's what you want to see. 1, 28, 26, 33. 1 of Anglin right here. Klosterman back here trying to battle as well. 5 of Pfeffer to the outside. Grohalva bringing up the tail end. That's all right. He's going to be able to figure this out. Sometimes working the outside lane, working yourself into the throttle. Don't lift, just go. That's what it is. The dirt is heavy. Joe Grohalva giving us that. You have hey, Brent, always, man, good to see you. 25 laps to go here as the 360 sprints will be up next. You'll see TrackDogsRacing.com 360 sprints in just a moment after we get back around this one. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much to everybody being out there. We love you. We appreciate you. Right now, Dover Singleton in 7th. Anglin off 2. Martin up 1. 22 driving a Red Baron, little street stock look there. A little pizza action as he gets around into the inside. Dig, dig, dig. More of a 30-degree angle than the 45-degree angle that we were seeing into the 33 up front. 22 rolling that turn 1 look as we get into the nose cam right there. Right along with Martin. Findlay, Ohio native rolling into the corner. Down to the bottom. Good running race line so far as these drivers get heavy into the corners. Right now there's no grip. Look at how much he's having to wheel this car into the bottom 5 spot belonging to him. And you can throw a blanket over the top 5. Actually, you can throw a blanket over the top 6. Anglin right behind him as the gearbox looks as such. There is a look on board of the rear bumper of George into the number 33, Portsmouth, Ohio native, trying to make it work. Full send and a stick into the corner. Gyro cam from Sage Luther in the 026, North Platte, New England. I'm sorry, Nebraska. Man, let me get my stuff right here. Braxton Clark trying to hold on. Quarter second to the bottom side. Brandon Starnes trying to hold on. Has led every lap so far. The good luck at what these drivers are doing. Huge runs on the outside. Up, in, down, out. Let's go. Matthew giving us a big old funnel. Thank you so much. Anthony Garner giving us a like. Joe giving us a like. What's up, Mr. Grijalva? Woo, don't blink. Don't blink and know just what you're thinking. 18 laps to go. 12 laps in. Braxton Clark holding on. Look how close they're racing. They are bumper to bumper action. This is worse than Interstate 1 over in the West Coast. Woo! 128. That is some close racing. Left rear quarter panel. Braxton Clark. How about the left rear quarter panel? This is where they're at right here. Starnes. Clark digging. Let's go. 22. Tony Martin out there getting some love from Eddie Martin. They are digging right now, and I tell you what, they are side by side. Sage back here trying to dig as well. Tony Martin up 1, trying to get to the back bumper of the 33, trying to find that line, trying to find that groove right now. Fast lap belonging to the race leader and Justin Anglin. Anglin running a 17:06 last time by, about 500 a second faster than Brandon Starnes. They are dig. 14 laps to go as they continue to move. Brandon Starnes rolling into the corner. Matthew, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the shares, full set and all that jazz. Much love to you. If you have not done so, make sure you follow Signature Esports on the platforms Facebook, the platforms YouTube, and the platforms, Twitch. Singleton, 03 up high. Grijalva finding some pace now. He's getting a little bit faster now. His fast lap, 17:02. Not quite the fastest lap of the race, but he's getting faster now. He's faster than 5 drivers in front of him, 17:22. Everybody else running 17:3s ahead of him. So he is finding his groove here. He just has to find his groove and stay into the throttle. Right now, Starnes leading the bottom side. Kevin giving us a follow. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you. The Hill House out there. 1:28.026. Move over. We're going to be 10 laps to go this time by. Down to the bottom. No slide. The slider line's he's trying to take away the slider line. Braxton Clark trying to find every groove that he can. There are bump and runs in this series, but the bump is going to have to come cleanly. Side by side. Quarter panel for the 28. 1 digs to the bottom side. 28 trying to clear here. Not going to be able to do so just yet. Side line draft, no draft here, sorry. Sideline holding on. They're going to be bumper to bumper here. More digging than you could ever add. More digging in the graveyard, that's for darn sure. 1:28.26. Top 3. And I tell you what, George still trying to hold on. Tony Martin trying to get that top 5 night. He's going to try to keep it here, but he is closing in on the 33. 22:33.01 of Justin Anglin. Starting to close into that distance as well. We're starting to see where the 22 is finding his race line. His race line holding on. 17:17 right there in line with the 33. Maybe an opportunity as they continue to close down the race line. Anglin in the 01 finding more pace. Grijalva bringing up the tail of the field. Nick Klosterman not far behind. Klosterman in the 26. Work. That's what I want to see. Paul Peffer here up on the high side is going to give up the bottom side. His car's got some right side damage. He's trying to hold on to it. 47 is going to be able to pick up a spot here. There to the inside, gets around the corner, tries to dig. He is crab walking. That's what you're seeing out of Paul right now. That car is trying to crab walk. He's trying to get himself down the pit lane. See the right side? Whoa! Gets himself to pit lane. That right side tore up. No caution. Iracing throws the cautions. Everybody else just drives the racetrack. That's what they're doing. Darns Clark, 5 laps to go as they continue to move. Grohalva trying to pick up one more spot from Klosterman. As you see, the 26 rolled the corner. There's a fast repair in the series, but you're going to have to hold on for a whole lot of race line here. As Brandon Starnes closing down the distance, 28 of Clark. 4 laps to go, bringing it down to the top 3. This is going to be about what move can you make. And right now, the 28 to bump and run, or bump and try to run here. 3 laps to go this time by. 1:28, 0:26. Sage Luther to the bottom side. Trying to get to the victory lane. That Pontiac looking, Firebird looking sprayed stock there. Good little logo that they have going on. Here's a look from above here. Turn 3 camera for the drivers. Lanier, a fast racetrack. Brandon Starnes trying to hold on for the final 2 laps. Inside the 28. He's going to be rolling. Gets to the back, gets him a little free, shakes him up. White flag waves for the final lap here in the Street Stock Series at Lanier. 26 to the outside, 0:26 to the outside, 28 up to defend, 1 to the bottom side, 0:28 to slide. Can the slider work? Starnes at the race line, 28 holds on, 0:26 to the outside. That's your race. Starnes, your victor. Brandon Starnes takes it home. Braxton Clark will come home second. And Sage Luther will come home third. We will talk to our race winners here in just a moment. Here's your race results. Brought to you by the best of the best. Each and every one of you out there. Of course, the feature looks as such. Starnes, Clark, Luther, George in a 33 finishes himself in 4th. Tony Martin finishes inside the top 5. It started at the tail end of the field. Not the tail end of the field. It started back of the field during the heats and worked his way up inside to a top 5 for the feature. Anglin, Singleton, Klosterman, Grohalva. Paul Peffer finds himself 2 laps down on pit road as they continue to work. Let's go talk to him. Stick around, folks. We do have the wing sprints coming up. We will talk to of course, our race winner, Mr. Brandon Starnes, getting out there and dominating from start to finish. Trying to hold on to that win. Braxton Clark really kicking butt there on your tail end. Walk me through it.
And he was there, and I was just waiting on to mess up because I knew he was going to get me. But luckily, I was able to keep it clean and keep it green, man, because it was tough. He was right there on me the whole race. It was a good race. I'm like, your adrenaline gets to pumping, and I love it. I love this stuff.
Street stocks, some call it the easiest track to drive, but there's a lot of versatility and contact that can be made, and these cars can take a beating.
Oh, yeah, man. He got into me a couple times on the bumper, and kind of trying to mess me up a little bit, but it was never, like, malicious. It was just a little rubbing, and, rubbing's racing, man. And, sometimes on a track like this, when you're hammering the bottom, there's really no way to get around. You kind of got to just, race him hard. And that's what he did, and he did the whole race. And, he drove me clean as a whistle. And I was able to stick it out.
Try to make sure that he put the bumper. And he was trying to pull a bump and run there, and which, you can do in these cars, which is insane to see. Slider line was taken away. We knew that was the aggressive nature there, but a ton of fun to see. Brandon, give you a shout-out. Congrats on winning the first race of the season here for the Dirt Assassins Street Stock Series. We know that we've got some more racing coming up here in just a few short minutes. You got some practice to get to, but give you a shout-out. It's your time.
Man, I just, first and foremost, Tabs. Tabs is the one I really want to shout out tonight. We miss him. We're praying for him, and we're hoping for positive things to happen within the next few days. This was for him. This win was for him. I pushed the envelope pretty hard, and I even told the guys, I said, man, if I win this, it's for him. and I did. So Tab, this is for you, buddy. I got to thank Anarchy Wraps and Designs, Michael. You know, that dude is, as always, and will be, you know, my best friend. I got to thank Paul putting this thing on. I got to thank Dirt Anarchy, man. I love my league. It's blown up so much, and it's just been a blessing. I got to thank, man, I can't even think. I got to thank David Garman, the 06 Racing Productions, BUCKWHEAT'S, Michael, the other Mike, well, they would call him Mike, BUCKWHEAT'S Customs, Adrenaline Spikes and Designs, NRI Machining. Man, if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. I'm just still hyped up. Adrenaline still rushing, but I think everybody that helps here and helps me with this, and then on my league and all that. And I really appreciate everybody.
It'll be a ton of fun to see what happens next. Sprints are going to be up next, Brandon. We look forward to seeing if you can stick it out there.
We'll try, man. We're gonna give it the best we can.
I like to hear. Brandon Starr's your race winner today for the Street Stock Series. Let's talk to P2 finisher here. Braxton Clark did a phenomenal job holding on to that P2 spot. Up 4 from the start of the race. Fatal Sin, thank you for the follow out there. Braxton, tell me about it. You were trying to put the bumper to him to get him to move a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to bump him a little bit, see if he wouldn't, go up towards the middle, and I could get under him, and I could try beat him that way. But it's just really hard.
Being on the bottom side, trying to pull that slider line, all the grips started moving around a little bit. You can look at the racetrack right now and know exactly where every driver was.
Yeah.
This Lanier is a kind of that one-trick pony, but especially in the street stocks. I won't say it anywhere else, but street stocks kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah, it definitely is. It gets really one line on the bottom, and I mean, you can move around a little bit on the straightaway to maybe help get a little corner speed, but it's just kind of one line the whole way.
Well, it looked like it was at least a ton of fun. 30 laps of clean green with flag racing there. Looked like you guys enjoyed it. You drivers enjoyed it. Moving on to the sprints in the next one, but I hear you're going to be running these street stocks, and you're going to try to make it your own.
Yep. Paul, he actually paid for my entry, so shout out to Paul for that one.
All right, Braxton. Give the rest of your shout-outs. Congrats. P2 finish for today.
I got to thank 4M Customs, Buckwheat Custom, 54 Motorsports, praying for Terry. Hope he gets better. NRI Machining, Track Dogs Racing, 06 Racing Productions. David Garman does a good job. Anarchy Custom Wraps and Design. He made a nice wrap for me. He always kills it. And then PFEFFER Designs.
Love to hear it. Braxton, look forward to seeing you the rest of the races. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
That's the man, Braxton Clark, 28. I know that Sage has some mic issues. So Sage, up in the general chat, if you have mic issues, we're gonna ask you some questions. Tell me how this one was. Just give me a brief little thing, even if it's one line at a time. I don't care.
It was a pretty good race.
Hey, I can hear you. You don't have mic issues. Full send. Go ahead.
I fixed it.
Wait, tell me about it.
It was a pretty good race, really close up front. I feel like we're all pretty closely matched, and I feel like I tried to get something running up top, and I did for a few laps, and then it wasn't near as fast, so I had to go to the bottom line, and really can't pass on this track. It's really hard unless you nudge the guy or drive him a little dirty, but I was happy with third, so.
Let's watch Braxton put the bumper to the one. If Braxton had done so and he had squeezed the line a little bit, would you have been able to squeeze it down to the bottom?
Yeah, I tried going the bottom multiple times, trying to go lower than they were and seeing if I could just nudge him a little bit and get under him and get a run on down the straightaway, but never really did. Was able to.
Tell you what, pit road was seeing a lot of noses. I was watching it go around, and a lot of noses were low enough on corner exit there that the pit road entrance was really starting to look like people were going to try to drive into pit road. Sage, congratulations, P3 finish. I hear you're a talented driver, so we're going to look forward to seeing what you're going to be able to do as as the season progresses, of course, and all the other series and races are going to be able to see you in. My man, give you shout outs and congratulations once again.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Paul for putting this on. It's hopefully going to be a fun series.
Always a ton of fun, Sage. Look forward to seeing what you do coming up.
But thanks.
That's it. 26 comes home P3. Folks, we're going to take a pause on my end. We're going to move over to the next session. That is going to be the sprints. We're going to be watching those. So we're going to put you on the starting soon screen, and we'll be right back with that. These drivers had a ton of fun. It was a lot of interesting moves, and we love to see it. So I will be right back in just a moment. All right. Man, they're running. They're out there practicing right now, folks. 360 sprints getting a little action this evening. And what a run it's going to be as we see all of these folks turning some laps. We're back at Lanier again, the same concept as before. These drivers are ready to go. A few more drivers in today's race for the 360 sprints. These things are a ton of fun to drive. If you have not done so, go to Iracing.com. Pick up your subscription today. Get through the rookie class and the street stocks. Find yourself in one of these sprints, and I tell you what, you'll have some fun with it. Here's the cockpit view. Watch the drive line here. These things are just mad, mad, mad. They're like a bumblebee on fire. Good run for the drivers in the Street Stock Series. Hopefully you enjoyed that race. Today, we're going to be back at it again as we take a look and see what these drivers are going to be able to do for the 360 sprints. Brought to you by Track Dogs Racing. Go to trackdogsracing.com. Pick up some swag today. We would love to see folks out there earning and making a living, doing what they love. And I tell you what, the quality is bar none. Next to, of course, my t-shirts and stuff that I do on my link. But I tell you what, Track Dogs has some really high quality stuff, and they'll do some custom things for you as well. We love to see the boys get out there and not just the boys, but all of you family members out there as well. We got some lady racers out there. I want to see you ladies get in there as well. Speaking of ladies racers, we're going to have a new powder puff session coming up here pretty soon. We're going to see what we can do with that. That was a ton of fun. We'll see if the ladies will get out there and run some more truck races. We'll stay away from the dirt stuff just yet for the backseat driving sessions, but that'll be a ton of fun, folks. Tomorrow afternoon, Outcast Racing League gets back in action once again. We're going to also see the Dirt Anarchy series get rolling tomorrow evening. There's some more dirt racing for everybody out there. We're going to see a ton of fun. There's going to be a lot of exciting racing over the course of the next few weeks. We're seeing iRacing sessions and leagues getting started for the 2023 seasons, and a whole lot of folks out there. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful, wonderful evening. We are back at it again. Way to go, Brandon says Dirt Assassin iRacing League out there. Valerie says wonderful. Terry is hopefully out there watching. Tabs, if you're out there watching, much love, my friend. I hope that you get on the mend soon. I want to see you back on the racetrack. That's what I want to see. You're an amazing, amazing individual. We love to see what you do. 54 Motorsports is the team that we want to make sure that we're always representing because he's just awesome. He's just fantastic. Thank you to all the folks out there. Shane giving us a big like. Michael Mitchell gave us a like as well. Thank you for all the folks following out there. Track Dogs Racing gave us a like as well. You can check out their Facebook page. There you go. That's what we want to see. We want to see all the folks out here enjoying themselves. Woo! A little squirrely there. We have odds on bets right now. Who's going to take the much love Tabs? Can't wait to have him back. Run the last with I agree. We have to take bets on which car up here is going to have the helicopter award of the day. That's what we want to see, right? Speaking of things, you know what time it is. It's time for me to fix some cameras, and while I do, we're going to make sure that we put ourselves in the right sector. This is the right rear. We're going to make sure that we come up and down right here. Yeah, I like that camera. That's a good camera right there. Right front, we're going to make sure that we find ourselves up and over right about here. Look how fast these things are. These things just drive and drive. I mean, we're 110 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour on the straightaways. Top speed right now, 125. That's by Tony Martin. Really, really killing it right now as we see these drivers really working hard. Back this up right about there. We like that camera right there. I like that camera. And then, of course, we got to go to the GoPro side. I figured out that on this segment, the GoPro style camera really holds its own. So let's take a look there. There we go. How about that? A little GoPro action. Beautiful looking cars, beautiful looking track. Lanier Raceway, gonna look as such. 360 sprints, Lanier National Speedway, 10-lap heat, 12-lap consolation, 30-lap feature once again. Again, cautions do not get thrown on the heats or the consies, but on the feature, we will have, consolation / mains, however you want to call it. 30-lap feature does have cautions. Track temperature right now, 73 degrees. Humidity still at 0. So remember last race, the track dried out very quickly. It's going to dry out again. Partly clouded skies will keep the heat in. 78 degrees on the air temperature. 2-mile-an-hour wind. Won't shake these up. Somebody's going to lose a wing at some point. Remember, Track Dogs Racing giving you all of the action for the 360 sprints. These things are huge and a ton of fun to run. Red Pirate Bar and Grill. Red Pirate Family Grill and Oyster Bar giving you a whole lot of action out there. Again, thank you to all the sponsors of the series. Love to see you all out there. Thank you to all the folks doing what you do best and being a part of the Dirt Assassins series. True Cut Lot of Maintenance. Free estimates at 352-215-7473. Get out there and find them. 54 Motorsports, Anarchy Custom Wraps and Designs, Track Dogs Racing, Chiefland RC Raceway, BUCKWHEAT'S Customs, Unique Woodmasters LLC, 06 Racing Productions by David Garman. I was actually just talking to David before. He said he's going to get out there and run and enjoy himself. Hopefully enjoys today's race. Dirt Assassins, always a part of the actions. They're going to be running every Saturday night. Going to be a ton of fun to see. Red Pirate Family Grill, Dirt Street Stocks giving you a whole lot of action. That was the last sponsor. However, remember to go pay them a visit. 236 Highway 98, East Point, Florida. Give them a call to make your, or call ahead and make sure they have seating because they're always busy. 850-670-1090. Find them on Facebook or at redpirategrill.com. A lot of fun. BUCKWHEAT'S Customs doing all of your spin art, die cut decals, and, just everything that they do. BUCKWHEAT'S Customs, located in Texarkana, Texas. Give them a call. 903-417-2628. True Cut Lawn and Maintenance, located in Gainesville, Florida. Again, give them a call. Get your free estimates. Find them at facebook.com/True Cut Lawn Maintenance LLC. I'm sorry, True Cut Lawn LLC. Let me get that correctly. Chiefland RC Raceway, home of entertainment for all things dirt and RC. Make sure that you go pay them a visit or go to Chiefland RC Raceway to see what they have going on next week. Because they do have a lot of things going on. Every Sunday, some racing out there. Anarchy Wraps and Designs. You can find them on Facebook. Unique Woodmasters LLC for all your custom woodworking needs, including they did some trophies for the Dirt Anarchy series. If you need anything, he's located out of Salina, Ohio. 419-268-9690. I'm sorry, 9663. Again, 419-268-9663. Whoa, what a race it was in the last series. We love it. Grijalva's racing in this one as well. Yes, I believe he is. Yep, he sure is. Michael Tucker giving us a... I'll tell you what, I got some fantastic stickers here recently as well, and Mike was the reason for it. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate you for that. Let's see. Yeah, he is running this one. Everybody's running again. We got Josh Bittner out there. Paul's going to be running. Darren Harrell is out there, the double at 2. Lots of drivers. About 9.5 minutes left in practice. How's everybody doing out there? Tell me what's going on. I want to hear what folks are doing. This track is starting to get beat up. Here's that one. Little Chop Chop Racing League action going on for that guy. Number 47. We got to get it ready. I got to make sure it works. Hold on, folks. I haven't used a helicopter in a minute. There it is. Okay, it's ready to go. All right, helicopter award ready to go. All right, we're going. I do. I think they're awesome. We've already given some of them out. Matt, what's up, Matt? Good to see you out there. No, they didn't steal all of them. No, but they do. They did take quite a few of them. We were able to give some of them out though, so that's awesome. We actually took them to the radio station and gave some to the radio station as well, so they can give them away in their prize packs and stuff like that, which is really cool. So if you're in the lake area, 93.5 Rocks the Lake. is my preferred radio station. If you like classic rock and all things, Seeger, Metallica, whatever you want to do it, 93.5 Rocks the Lake is one of the best radio stations you get ever asked for. Let's go, Joseph Maj out there, co-host of Race Control. Yeah, he's ready to go. Grijalva ready to rock and roll. He's full sent and ready to go. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Yeah, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, 93.5rocksthelake.com. Great radio station. Viper Communication is one of the best out there. I did some work with them and really enjoy. I really enjoy what they do. Who do we talk about being a sponsor? Your brother will be racing a wrap you're having done with your business name, Smoky Designs by Andy. You need to talk to. So they made a comment earlier. There's the Dirt Assassin iRacing League. Reach out to those folks about sponsorships and track availabilities and what they have right there as well. That's who to reach out to, Andy. Yeah. It'll be Paul Peffer. That'll be the guy you reach out to. And if you want to sponsor any of this series, make sure that you get out there and do so as well. Yeah, Paul. Definitely Paul. Make sure that if you want to get out there and you want to sponsor any of the series, really, of anything that I call out there, make sure that you just reach out. There's usually an iRacing link or a Facebook group or possibly somebody in control of it. We want to make sure that all these leagues get sponsored and they enjoy themselves. Try to make sure that they have fun, and you know what I mean. These leagues need to make money so that they can pay for awesome upgrades, more racing. I mean, it does take money to run these leagues, to be able to put up the sessions, to get up there and enjoy itself. You got to have some fun. That's for darn sure. Dirt racing looks hard. Well, I mean, it is, but it's fun. Sometimes it's just all about throttle. We'll go on board with Joe and see what he's doing. You have to be pretty much in the throttle all the time. You see he's trying to figure out his race line here. He's got some drivers on the outside. You have to pretty much just be in the throttle. Watch Nick Klosterman upside down. Kyle Carter into the bottom side here. Tony Martin getting around the outside. Look at Tony. He is in the throttle, using the throttle to control what he's doing here. Out of the throttle a little bit, into the throttle again. That high line's coming in together for these cars. You're going to see a lot of the high line drives. 1170. Remember, we just ran this in the street stocks, and they were running 16-second laps. These cars are doing 125 miles an hour on the outside lane, and pretty much sticking into it. And the best, thank you so much. And the best streamer, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I try to be good. George with the fastest lap right now in practice, 1170. Brandon Starnes very close with it. His last lap, though, 1287. Drivers really sticking it. Thank you so much, folks. I appreciate you. We try to be good. We try to be the best. Not always the best, but we try to be. All right, let's see if SDK is going to be able to reload here. There it is. Big reminder, like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Share it out there. Get everybody a little bit of love. Nasty Nate giving a big follow out there on the old Twitch platform. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate you. Maybe I ought to do a little segment where I go through my follower list and just do an awesome... Because some of you have some of the best names out there. Like Johnny Thunders. I love the fact that Johnny Thunders changed his name on iRacing to say Johnny Thunders instead of John Sponsler. Because now I get to be like, Johnny Thunders. You know what I mean? That's just awesome to me. Joseph Grijalva, you get to say all these awesome names. But sometimes some of the best names are content creator names or the names of folks that follow you on the platforms like Twitch and YouTube. And you guys have just really Really made some great entertainment. It's kind of fun. Tony Martin getting faster as well. We're seeing the outside lane late in the run here on practice. They put about, let's see, George in a 33 has put about 58 laps on his run right here. Tony Martin's put 66 laps out there, 76 for Kyle Carter on this practice run, just trying to get faster, trying to get themselves a bigger run. Right now, Grijalva still trying to utilize that bottom side, getting himself sideways. Let's see. Question, is this the same track that is finished running? Yes. Yes, thank you, sir. It is. It is the same track they were just running. Dirt just shows up better. For whatever reason, iRacing has dirt just down, and I love it. And it's just awesome. I barely have to change anything. Just a few things when it comes to the iRacing sector. Yes, this is Lanier. They're going to be running Lanier once again. So what's going to happen each Saturday night and each Sunday night for the Dirt Series, each Dirt Assassins and the Dirt Anarchy are going to run 2 races. They're going to run two different manufacturers or different cars, but they're going to run the same track. So this week they're running Lanier. Next week, both the street stocks and the 360 sprints for Dirt Assassins are going to move on there. Where are they going? Let's see. They are going from Lanier. They're going to Eldora next week. This week, Dirt Assassins are going to run. I had their schedule right next to me. Tomorrow night, the Dirt Assassin Series is going to run. Here it is. They're going to run Volusia tomorrow night, then Lima Land after that. So that's what they're going to run tomorrow. It's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, absolutely. A great session, a great sector. All these folks are just killing it. Oh, man. Let's see. Eldora will be sponsored by Unique Wood Masters. That'll be next week. We'll look to see it. Volusia will be the next one. Yep. Oh. Great looking racetrack here, folks. Again, big reminder, the race info for you, since some things had to be reset. Lanier National Speedway, 10-lap heats, 12-lap consolation, 30-lap features. They're getting ready to end practice. They're going to go qualifying here in just a moment. From Brazelton, they're going to get live and in charge. Track temperature 73 degrees at the time of practice. TrackDogsRacing.com. They have some cool stuff out there. Go check them out. 06 Racing Productions by David Garman, Unique Woodmasters LLC, and the Dirt Assassins League are really kicking butt here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Don't know what I'm doing when it comes to sprints, but you're going to give it a go. You know what? It's okay. The wing is adjustable. So those who don't know, these on these cars, that wing is adjustable even on a fixed setup. So that being that it is adjustable, you're going to get downforce accordingly when it comes to being in your car. One's going to give you grip, and one way is going to give you grip, which may spin you out. The other way is going to be it's going to give you less grip, which may make you turn a little bit better. But grip can make you drive straighter. Less grip makes you fly around the corners. That's how it goes. Williams Gavin, give us a like. What's up? Joe Rippin. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for the follow, bad boy. Appreciate you. Bad boy FO. Good to see him. Drivers are out there qualifying. We're going to see. We're going to see what these folks can be doing here. Dirt racing. We might actually have ourselves a couple of different heats here, which will be good. We'll be able to see a split field here, and little wall tap. Wall taps will disqualify your lap time, but hey, you know what? He's getting faster here, so that's not so bad. If you tap the wall, it'll take away your qualifying lap. So I think that's what happened to our good friend there. Yeah. And good stuff. Good stuff. Might as well get out there. Hey, you know what? If you get the opportunity and you got a little bit of practicing going on, you might as well do so, folks. I'm going to take a hydrate break, folks. Hopefully you enjoy what you guys are doing. David Garmin out there running. I'll be right back. Big reminder, these cars are a lot to deal with, but they are a ton of fun. And you're slip sliding away, that's for darn sure. Drivers out there getting a little bit extra into the grip line. Some of the faster laps ran early on the bottom side, but we saw in practice some of the best laps later on run on the high side. This track will wear quickly. It is one of those race lines that does find itself into its own fruition. So that is one of those race lines that you find difficult. That's for darn sure. All right. Qualifying, finishing up for the drivers. We're going to see what the starting grid is here for the first heat race. We're going to see, I think, 7 drivers in the first heat race. Starting grid for that one will be George Vetzel in the 33. We'll have Tony Martin to the outside as Track Dogs Racing gives you the 360 sprints here at Lanier. Heat race number 1 also has Nick Klosterman and Josh Bittner in row number 2. Singleton and Darren Harl in the the double OT 2. It's going to be there in outsider number 3. Grijalva brings it final row. And so this will set the inside line for this race. It's going to be a ton of fun. 10 laps for the feature for the heat races as these drivers look to get out there, run some laps, enjoy themselves. Josh Bittner ready to load in. Some good-looking paint schemes. Some great-looking drivers. And some of the best dirt racing you'll see out there, especially since they're running sprints. These cars are fun. Free stocks are fun. Sprints are fun. We're going to see Pro Lates tomorrow. Those are going to be fun. What else are they running tomorrow? I forget what they're running. No. Okay. They're going to run Pro Lates and UMPs. That is going to be a ton of fun tomorrow. So we're going to see some great racing tomorrow. We're going to see some great racing tomorrow afternoon as well as the oval circuit. A reminder, folks, they're going to do it again for Terry out there or Tabs. They will give us a I'm going to leave a space open for Terry here as they get ready to roll. Green flag. No cautions during the heat race. George out front. Klosterman picks up second. Into the corner they go, driving deep. Tony Martin off one, but ready to pick up the race line as they get into the corner. 9 laps to go. Some of the fastest racing you're going to see on iRacing right here in the Dirt Series. Full sand and all that jazz around the corner. There's the 22. George out front to 33. Klosterman to the 26 is going to roll. At 3 of Dover Singleton holds that bottom race line. Second lane rolling. Grijalva gets himself around. He's going to find himself with Darren Hall behind him. There is the Triple Lot 2 running the 17 paint scheme as they continue to move. Grijalva moves at 47. A little chop racing action going on between those drivers. Bittner in the 84. Roll. Josh Bittner, part of the Track Dogs Racing group out there, giving himself a good look at what his paint scheme can do. Dover Singleton in that 4th spot. 5 laps to go. George out front, half second. Klosterman needs to close the distance, has that 3rd lane working for him. Big look at what the race line's going to be doing. Singleton picking up the fast lap that time. All of these drivers into the mix. Here's a look at what the race line looks like coming out of the corner. Two laps to go. George out front into the corner. Final lap as they continue to move. 33, 26, 22. Final effort by Nick Klosterman, but it looks like the pole will belong to Faisal as the 33 brings home heat race number 1. He'll start P1 in the feature. Klosterman second, Tony Martin third, Singleton will be 4th. And so we get ready to go. Starting grid for the second heat. Kyle Carter in the Yacht-3 was second fastest in the in qualifying. Will find himself on the pole for this heat race. Brandon Stars will be your outside pole sitter for heat race number 2. David Garman, Sage Luther will make up row number 2. Warren Appelt in the 99. While Braxton Clark at the 14 to his outside. Warren from Australia, ready to rock and roll. He's going to give himself a good little race line here as we continue to work. Braxton Clark on the tail end of everything here. Drivers are ready to go. 10 laps in heat race number 2 as well. This is going to be a good little segment where we find out who's got the speed and who doesn't. That was quick. That was real quick. Nice run, 22, says Andy. Good little run they have going on here. Lots of fun, lots of entertaining aspects about what these cars are going to be able to do, especially when it comes to the slide jobs you're going to be able to see later. Those sliders are going to roll into the corner, and they're going to have a huge segment. I think, folks, during the sessions in between, when we start since we're doing these, we have to load in extra sessions and stuff like that. I think we're going to figure out a way to incorporate some more videos and stuff like that in between all this. So we'll see what we can do when it comes to filling that gap. Johnny Thunder, see, there he is. Johnny Thunder, giving us a like. 03 gets a run. How about them apples? Garmin, full set slider up the race line. Stars back to the inside, side by side, not so much. Garmin rolls the outside. That beautiful bean footage looking just as pretty as what it could be. Brendan Stars up the high line. The run for Garmin as the 03 works the bottom line, trying to pull the slider line out from over the 06. The 06 is going to be faster here as David Garmin works the corner. Carter's going to have to slide up the race line. 12-16 for the 06. Triple 3 as the 06 works the corner. I tell you what, Garmin's going to take over the lead on the high side. He rolls that outside lane. 03 trying to pull the inside. Triple 3. Kyle Carter to the bottom side. Side by side, not so much. David Garmin rolling the corner. 6 laps to go and extending it here. 12-16 was the fast lap for the driver as he rolls a half-second lead over Kyle Carter. Starnes to the inside. Brandon Starnes trying to close into the distance. He's going to get down to the bottom of the apron. Gets right next to the wall, about 4 feet off of the wall. It's going to be side by side with the triple lot three. Sorry, the double lot three. Let me get myself correct. Luther to the high side as well. 12-14 for David Garman. As Garman leads here, 4 laps to go. These cars are loud and proud. That's for darn sure. Out of the corner exit, you see the or the double lot three trying to close down, back down to the distance. 1 second, the difference now as Garmin holds the high line wall, gets into turn 1. 2 laps to go, and this has been insanity. Warren having an issue, but that's all right. Warren, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. You get a bye here, buddy. Final lap coming around, the final 2 turns here as the final 4 turns here at the back straightaway is all but a second and some change. Starnes, gets around a Carter. Sage goes to the inside. David Garman's going to win heat race number 1. Carter wants to go to the inside. He'll finish 4th. And Starnes gets himself wrapped up here a little bit. Dang, oh dang. That'll do it for your heat races. Feature coming up. Whew. Man. All right. This session is ready. Here we are. 360 Sprints featuring George into 33 is going to be your pole sitter. David Garman, who's fast in that second heat, finds himself there on the outside lane. Klosterman and Brandon Starnes will make up row number 2. Tony Martin, Sage Luther will make up row number 3. Singleton and Carter will make up row 4. Grohalla is going to be there in row number 5 with a pelt to the outside. Harl and Clark will make up row number 6. Down the rest of the starting grid, Josh Bittner will be out there as well. The rest of the field looking to have a little bit of fun. They're going to be entertaining. It's going to be a phenomenal race. Cautions do count. And again, we are going to hold ourselves something traditional here for these drivers. They're going to be honoring Tabs, a.k.a. Terry, with the missing driver segment here. You'll see him go 4x4 and leave a spot open for Terry. It'll be 3x3 for these guys, and of course, leaving that front pole position open for Terry. Tabs, I hope you get better, man. I want to see you get out here and race some more and enjoy yourself. Thoughts and prayers with you, buddy. And good healing vibes. We want you to heal up and hopefully get better. We want to make sure that you are the man. 54 Motorsports, folks. How about a hashtag Terry out there for me? Hashtag Tabs, whichever you choose. For the man, the myth, the legend. We are ready. I am ready. 30 laps of green flag racing is gone. George at the race line. It's going to pull Garmin right behind. Klosterman finds that second lane. It's going to be a loud racetrack tonight, folks. We're going to be rolling right now. Tony Martin trying to finish better than 5th than he did in the street stock race. Has this race line working into him. Kyle Carter to the bottom side, rolling into that beautiful bean footage. The double lot 3. There is Brandon Starnes. Looks like he went into pit lane. No caution for Brandon Starnes. Something happened there. Holy cow. Look real quick at what happened to Brandon Starnes. Brandon Starnes got into the corner here. Went up. Got a wheel tap. Oh, man. Oh! Well, that's what happened. Had the tow. 06 production for the win. Tabs, thank you for the tabs. More tabs. Mr. Terry Boswell, get well soon, brother. 33:06, 26, 0:26, 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sage Luther runs the fastest lap of the race. They didn't know what he was doing. but somehow, some way, has figured out how to run the fastest lap of the race. And right now, David Garment closing the distance down to George here. A little wall tap for the 33. They're trying not to wall ride. They're trying to keep those tires as close to the grip as possible. That's where the grip is. You see that darker portion of the race line, the nose right here. Caution's going to come out for the first time, 7 laps in. But you'll see right where the grip is. The grip is where the darkest portion of this race line is going to be. And they're going to be doing Josh Bidner coming around. He's going to be able to take care of things. The Singleton, Grijalva involved here. We'll take a look. I do have to give a helicopter award to this guy. There you go, Brandon. Just for you, buddy. You ricocheted. First one out. You get it. We'll take a look and see what happened. Caution brought to you by my good buddy over at... we didn't have any cautions last race, but we get to see him this time. Dark Horizon Fishing giving you all that look. Grijalva up high. Grijalva got to the outside. Oh, a little tight. Grijalva had the outside lane. Oh, dang it. Well, that was a reset and a half. Boy. A whole lot of drivers kind of doing everything. Darren Harrell here. Let's take a look. Darren up near the wall, up the wall. That's the 17. I think he's stopped. You can, when you stop these cars, woo, baby. You can actually stop these cars and they'll flip each other. They'll flip over like that. So that's what happened to the 17. Boy, back at it. Here we go. 22 laps in. Garmin rolling down the back straight. 22 laps to go. Will be 21 to go this time by. Quick cautions are quick here, folks. 33.06, 0.26, 26. Klosterman trying to close as well. Nick Klosterman to the bottom side. Slider up the race line. Woo! Look at the run that they're getting. Whoa! 26 up and around. Boy, that's Nick Klosterman there. We'll have to reset. Now, they will be able to tow. It doesn't take very long to tow. We'll see. 0.26 slid up the race line there. Oh, apologies about that, folks. Here's a look at what happened to Nick Klosterman. As a quick caution happens right here. Try to pull the slider. Gets down to the bottom. Great race line. Oh, 0.26. Lost the traction. Got stuck on the wall. And then that's how easy to flip these things over are. There is a fast repair here, so these drivers will be able to take care of themselves. As we'll see, they'll go back to double file here. George is your race leader here. 0-3 getting back around as well. We have 9 drivers on the lead lap. Grijalva ready to rock and roll as well from the back. Singleton's going to be there right there with him. Drivers will be able to get out off the pit road if they can get to the toe and get themselves back out. Darren Harrell is going to be a lap down at the moment. 2 laps down. Let me take that back. Why is it scored him 3 laps down? I don't know. It says 3 laps down. We'll say 3 laps down for the time being. Man. I still think Brandon gets the helicopter award. Because he hit the straightaway and went into pits. Green flag waves, 19 laps to go, 33.06. Woo, Millie. Side by side in front of Luther here as Garmin tries to take over the bottom lane. George on the outside. I mean, they have separated themselves by about a 10th. And right now, Garmin pulls ahead, but Fiesel battles back. As you see it right here, is the 0.26. These two going neck and neck, 16 laps to go. .33 on the high side. Garmin to the bottom side. Try to pull any length out of this that he can. 33 clears here. 06 working the bottom side, trying to do what he can to get ahead. Needs that speed, trying to pull a slider off here. Garmin clears, but not clear. Fiesel on the outside carries the straightaway speed. into the bottom. Watch Garmin one more time, trying to get himself a little wall tap from the 33. Garmin up the race line. It's going to clear 33. Back around. David Garmin up the race line. Not so much anymore. The grip is gone from the high side. And right now, Sage Luther trying to make it work. Josh Bittner up 9. Biggest mover of the race so far. 13 laps to go. That'll be 12 this time by David Garmin. Rolling into the bottom. Using all the grip that he can find. Those tires are all but gone. And right now, George trying to utilize as much of the straight line drive line he can. Keeping the right rears off of the wall. Trying to find the grip that he can. Fast line was up high. And right now, Sage Luther following suit. Carter to the bottom side. 84 Bittner to the high side. Tony Martin in the mix to the bottom side to take over 4. Slider up the race line. Takes over 03 to the bottom. Double 03 to the bottom side. Kyle Carter trying to hold on. We are playing juggling violins right now. They are putting on a symphony. 10 laps to go. 22, 26, 026 in front. Tony Martin puts on the gas and says, let's go. David Garmin, a full second lead over George into 33. Right now, a Pelt into 99. Trying to stay on the lead lap. 12 and a half back. Grijalva trying to go around Singleton here. Grijalva to the bottom side. Singleton to the bottom, or to the high side. Bittner working on that corner. 47 to the bottom. They are working back and forth. 03 of Singleton to the bottom side, to the high side to get back around Grijalva. Grijalva having a battle of his own. 7 laps to go. Garmin out front. Fiesel and a 33 working. George trying to make sure that he gets back to the back bumper. Move it, Sage, to the outside. Luther on that line. Martin finding pace. That's his driver out there right now. Sage Luther in the 026. 5 laps to go. Lay the hammer down, Judge, says Tony. For Tony Martin, he is full set and all that jazz. Full send to the bottom is the 84. Josh Bittner trying to hold on to a little bit more grip here on the bottom side. Tony Martin had to adjust the line here a little loose, a little more loose than what he needs to be. But right now finds his race pace. 3 wide on corner exit. 22 has to go to the high side. Has to pull. Bittner trying to pull off 5th. Making sure that he gets it going. 3 laps to go here at Lanier, and it's been a nail-biter. Grijalva getting himself around the race line. Finds Kyle Carter behind him. Singleton there as well. David Garmin, 2 laps to go. Coming around and trying to take the white flag. 3.5 second lead as Garmin finds his pace. The 33 held on for as long as he can. White flag lap for M Customs. Giving you the final lap today in a big Track Dogs Racing debut for the 06, who takes home the checkered flag. What a race. George finishes in 2nd. Bittner finishes in 3rd. Oh, man! Luther goes around. Tony Martin, slide job of the century comes up. Luther tried to pull it, and I tell you what, that was a finish. Grijalva finished in 6th. Kyle Carter in 7th. Singleton in 8th. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. David Garmin bringing home the victory here as the 360 sprints make me lose my voice. Garmin, a phenomenal run. George into 33 has a phenomenal race today as well. Started on pole, only off 1 spot. Did a great job. Josh Bittner up 10 spots from the start of this one. Had to do some work. Was able to do so. And actually, the feature results show Joseph Grijalva in 4th. Kyle Carter in 5th. Tony Martin in 6th, Sage Luther, Dover Singleton, Warnapelt, Klosterman, Harl, Starnes and Clark there at the end. So we'll have to take a look and see what happened. But I know that Bittner was there at the end. We'll have to take a look and see. There were things going on at the end of that one that just threw me for a loop. Ah, man, that was insanity. It was insanity. It was great. What a great race that was. Fantastic race. Let's go talk to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. David Garmin here in just a second. Oh, my voice is gone. Or dang near it. Let's talk to him. The 06, Mr. Garmin. Congratulations, man. That was insane.
Yeah, it was fun. Screwed up qualifying at the beginning, so I had to start way back in the field, way further than I thought I was. And then threw a haymaker going into one in the first heat race, and then bid my time and got around whoever the lead car was. I can't remember. And then the feature came around, and George was hard to pass. Once it was pretty tacky still, and there was still grip. He was running the same line I was, and we were just too close in speed there to make a slide job worthwhile. So I was like, well, I'll just hang out till the track slicks off a little bit and then see what he does. And then we ended up with that second or third caution. And I was looking at the track and looking at the top, and I was like, yeah, it's getting kind of slick out top. So put the wing back a few degrees, put it on the bottom, and then just rode it like that the rest of the race and got around him. And, had to deal with a couple of lap cars that were slow and stuff like that, which is, is what it is. They're learning.
It was
But-
it was full sent is what it was. That was what that was.
Yeah, no, it was definitely just go for it and see what happens. So it was a good race. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Finding a groove here, and that's the thing. This is one of the cars that you can make an on-the-fly adjustment. Being that is what it is. Where do you have to find? When do you have to make that choice?
I don't know. It just depends how many cars are on the track, how bad it is. I just got lucky. I just looked at the top and was like, yeah, that seems kind of slick now to where the top and bottom lap times would be about the same. And I'm sure you guys saw it. I mean, it took me like 4 or 5 laps to finally get around him, but I think he made a mistake up top is the reason I actually got around him. But it was close. Yeah, it was close up top versus the bottom. So, two talented guys going for it. It was just the way it went. And then, like I said, he just made a mistake, and I got around him. And then from there, it was just try not to hit the wall, other lap cars, whatever it may be, and just keep it underneath me. So,
well, you sent it. It was a full send moment, David. Congratulations on the first victory in the 360 sprints here for the Dirt Assassins League. Give you shout outs, man. It's all you.
I actually don't have any shout outs right now. I'm sure you saw on the car. I don't have any sponsors in another 06 Racing Productions. Currently waiting on that to get fixed. And then once that all gets fixed, I'll just start doing the shout out. So for now, just thank Paul for putting the league on and running this stuff. And then all the racers, they made it fun tonight. And then these guys are just going to get faster and faster and make it that much more difficult throughout the end of the year. So probably week 7, 8, and 9, you're going to see some really, really close battles. And it's going to be hard to pass. So we'll see how this thing goes for the rest of the year.
This thing was fun. It was great to see. David, congratulations once again. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. So, and I appreciate it. Thank you for doing the broadcast as well, Jason, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Always, that was fun. I liked it. That was David Garman there, folks. Made a 2/3 of the way race pass here on George here in the 33. George, my man.
How's it going?
You had a great race as well. I can't say that you didn't have the car to beat, because you did. And David said he had to make an adjustment. You got a little bit into the wall. When you got a little bit into the wall, I think that disrupted that whole flow of what you guys had going on. Tell me about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, getting into the wall right there, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I said it in my head, and I did it anyway. I was like, I can't tear off my visor mid-corner. And I did it.
Oh, no.
And I did it anyway.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, as soon as I did that, I got into the wall a little bit. David got around me, which, honestly, I didn't expect to lead that many laps with him behind me anyway. So...
Well, he said you were tough to pass, and this is one of those racetracks that we saw in the street stocks, and it becomes tough to pass, and when it becomes tough to pass, then you kind of have to settle into a groove until something happens or a mistake has to be made, or you figure something out. And here it was the opposite. Instead of the bottom side, it was the high line that was where you can grip and rip.
Right. Well, I mean, I stuck to the bottom around the first few laps there. As soon as it starts getting slick, the top's faster.
Right.
And I just stuck it as high as I could.
We saw you guys running that wall like it was like you were trying to barely just kiss it, but not necessarily kiss it. So, George, it was a great race. You guys put on a hell of a show. Congratulations once again. P2 finish, and I know that you're gonna get faster and moving on. Give a shout out to my man.
Oh shoot, I didn't even think about that part of it. Well, definitely got to shout out Paul and Zach Dillon, Paul Pfeiffer, Zach Dillon for putting this on for us. Brandon Starnes for really mentoring me, and all the guys in Dirt Anarchy. It's really
I tell you what, Brandon had
Who I
bad,
all owe to.
Brandon had bad luck today because not only did he not finish the race, but he also got the helicopter award.
Oh no. Yeah, I didn't see anything that happened behind me. I know Sage Luther, I think is who it was, ended up passing me there towards the end of the race and threw my line out all out of whack.
Right.
And I came into turn 3 in a way that I hadn't planned on, hadn't practiced, and slid up a bit higher than I wanted to, and he was just right there in the way. I expected him to be faster through that corner, just where he was on the top. I couldn't really, I don't know
Sage
how that works through there.
Sage was fast as well. But Sage said he wasn't going to be fast. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing in these cars. But then all of a sudden, there he was. He was just.
Well, he passed me, and rightfully so. And honestly, if I wouldn't have mismanaged that corner the way that I did, he would have ended up in front of me.
Well, you know what?
But, things happen, and I just got to keep going.
Well, George, it's still you got to still put your foot down and keep your head forward. That's
right.
the way. That's the way it is. Well, man, congratulations! You led the most laps, and you had a ton of fun. Looks like you had a ton of fun.
Yeah. Oh, absolute blast.
That's what it is. George, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep, sure will.
That's 33 P2 finish tonight as he rolls it. That was that, folks. I know some people were asking about that out there. The 22. Here's that white flag lap. Here's where Tony Martin was, and what happened with the 026. They were digging a little wall tap. They kind of got into each other a little bit. But they saved it. Did a phenomenal job here. And here's that white flag lap. There's Tony Martin to the bottom side. We're going to talk to Josh Bittner in a second. 026 to the outside. 22 slides to the bottom. 026 on the high side. 22 has to slide up to take that position. And then the 026 got nailed by the wall. It was more the wall than it was anything else. It was just bad timing. But we're going to go back. We're going to take a look, and we'll bring up Josh Bittner here. The number 84 comes home in P3 tonight. Did a phenomenal job of finding his race pace late in the race. Biggest mover of the race. What did it take to get yourself out there?
Bottom feeding, my man. That's all it did. I tried straying up to the top. I realized I couldn't push the cushion up top. So once I started driving the bottom again, I started to really find a rhythm. And I was a beneficiary of some unfortunate events, such as Sage. Hate to see that for Stage. And some other people up front. And I just kind of rolled with the punches and started collecting spots. And sure enough, I was in third place.
Well, third place is nothing to shy away from. I mean, you moved 10 spots, and we saw how some things were kind of bouncing back and forth when it came to who was running the high line, who was running the low line. You say low line was where it was at.
Yeah, it was for me. Personally, I feel like certain tracks like Lanier, I'm not the best up on the wall, or tracks really where there's kind of a gap in the wall, like an entrance point of the track. So certain tracks like your I guess Eldora, Port Royal, I'm more comfortable up there because there's not really a break in the wall. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but tracks like Lanier, there's a little bit of that, and we saw some people. I think it was turn 3, just get into each other and just ripped into
the corner. Well, actually, right there at the end, I was actually just looking at that, talking about Tony Martin and Sage. They had a good battle going on here. You had made that pass, and then getting around to the checkered flag portion of it, we look at where Tony Martin is coming around here. Let's see, right about here. I'm looking at it real quick. They're right behind you. And if I go far chase here, Sage and Tony have a great battle going on here, and Tony pulls a slider off that is just great. Sage kind of hits the wall, gets disrupted, disrupts the flow, but has a great burner on the outside lane. Tony, once that spot pulls up, and then all of a sudden, Sage's car gets destroyed. And it has to do with, you talk about the entrance. I talk about Iracing's true to form realism, apparently. Right about there. It's where that right front tire gets hooked into the pit box stand of where the flagman climbs the ladder. That is almost impossible. I've never seen.
There are some goofy things in iRacing, I will
Never-
say, from time to time. Yeah,
I have never seen it. I mean, that was a good slider by the 22. I'm not gonna doubt it. But look at this, folks. How can you call that as like the perfect situation there? Poor Sage. Sage got the right front hooked, and then all of a sudden, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Sage got the bad end of the stick a couple of times tonight. I feel like, and it's a shame. I mean, we saw in the first race how talented Sage is. It was a lot of fun, and there were some things, us and the rest of the admin, Zach and Paul, are going to work on. There was a bit of a glitch almost. I shouldn't say glitch because it's more so a input error on our end, but there was a incident. So it was 12-point incident limit for getting DQ'd, and there was a 2-point incident limit where you'd get black flag. Now, during the heat race, part of why I started at the tail end of the field was because I got hit coming to the line, or after the start finish line during the heat race. So that put me from 4th and kicked me all the way back to 7th,
Gotcha.
which, incidents happen and whatnot, but unfortunately with that incident limit, so there was a lot of black flags getting cleared in case you might have, I don't know if you might have seen it or heard it, but
iRacing had a different finishing order than what is my finishing order on my screen. So yeah, I can see that.
That probably has something to do with it. So all the drivers out there, sorry that happened. We're definitely going to work on that for next week.
I have the finishing.
addressed.
I do have the finishing order if you guys need it, so that way we can. So that way, you guys can make the adjustment in iRacing if you need to.
Yeah, I appreciate it because we probably will need to look into it, and might have to rectify a couple things. But as this league grows, stuff like that. I mean, this was just a one-off. This probably will never happen again.
Yeah.
There probably was a 1 that was missing in front of that 2 for the incident limit for the penalty. That's my guess.
Probably. Josh, P3 finish though. Biggest move of the race. Give yourself all the shout outs you deserve, man.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my girlfriend Peyton, supporting me watching these races, and letting me carry her dog Juniper on the wing. I feel like whenever that dog's on the car, I gain a couple of tenths on the track. So it's always nice to get a podium finish with that. My company, trackdogsracing.com, we got some new merch coming up with the season. We're going to have some Dirt Assassins merch. We also partnered tomorrow night, Dirt Anarchy. You'd make merch for them, and also added a new section of the website called Track Tees. If you go to trackdogsracing.com, check out that section. Just have some different merch for race fans from all over. Stuff that everybody can like. It won't be league centric. Also like to thank some of the other sponsors of the league: Red Pirate Grill, BUCKWHEAT'S Customs, 54 Motorsports, of course, Terry Boswell. Really pulling for him, praying for him. He's a great guy. I haven't ran with him as much as Brandon, some of the other folks, but every interaction I had with him has always been just a positive. He's just always such a nice guy, and really talented on the track too. But times like this, that's not what matters. Matters is we're just pulling for Terry. Tabs, and all the best to him. Hope he recovers soon and we see him back out on here.
I hope so too. And real quick, just not to interrupt the rest of that. Our thoughts and prayers are very much with Terry and his family. So, folks, I know you put tabs out there, but we're going to be doing some more stuff tomorrow. I want to make sure that that a lot of this stuff with a lot of these drivers, there's a lot of camaraderie that is together between all of the Dirt Series guys that we've seen. Tabs has been in many of the series that we've called in the past as well. Terry Boswell out there, so make sure that you send some love his way. Especially go to the Dirt Anarchy and the Dirt iRacing leagues, or Dirt Assassins iRacing leagues Facebook pages, and show some love for Tabs out there. Anyway, sorry, Josh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. And yeah, absolutely. Just Terry, if you're out there, I need you to feel better because I also got some stuff I want to send you from Track Dogs. So we're definitely want to hook you up and hope to see you soon, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it's just there's a lot of great people in this league, and part of why I came aboard with Zach and Paul with the Dirt Assassins, and what we're trying to accomplish here is, it's good people, and I hope to have good people like that in the league. And really seems like we have a great group going, and just want to keep the momentum rolling. And we have a ton of great sponsors and people behind us. Also, there's so many. Hope to shout them out, and I always try and tell people support everybody as best you can. Just try and spread the love, But and I appreciate you, Jason, putting this on. It's been great quality broadcast, and really looking forward to watching the replay.
It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that's as sprints prop. I mean, I love the street stocks. I love driving the street stocks. I do like the sprints too. I do like driving them, but I like watching them probably more so from talented drivers. So, like, it was a great way to start and a great way to end. And then tomorrow we got some late models and some UMPs. That's going to be a ton of fun. But Josh, congratulations once again. P3 finish. I'll let you get down there and hash out some stuff, and I'll send you guys the screenshot of the finishing order according to what I've got.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Always. That's the man, Josh Bittner. Part of Track Dogs Racing, giving you the 360 sprints today. And what a great day that was. Thank you folks very much. Hopefully you everybody had their questions answered. What an awesome race, Joseph. Yeah. Tony, that was good. Man, oh man. Tony had a great race. Everybody had a great race. I tell you what, that was insanity. You guys had a phenomenal race. What a great time this was. Congratulations to all the folks out there who finished inside the top three of both series. David Garman wins your feature for the 360 sprints. And this was a great race. So it should show that Tony Martin finishes in fourth. That's what it should say. Sage Luther should finish in fifth. They're going to rectify that stuff. We'll let them do it, and they'll make the corrections in there according to what they need. Now, that's all about what the league has, not what I say. So, according to what the race results were, you folks saw that, and that's why I was a little confused, because the finishing order didn't register correctly on my end. But iRacing has certain limitations, and maybe some clerical things got messed up, as they said. But David Garman did win this one. He did do it. That was an awesome race. I look forward to seeing more tomorrow. Outcast Racing League tomorrow during about 4 p.m. Eastern. And then after that, we're going to see the rest of some Dirt Series action, Dirt Anarchy, ready to rock and roll. Folks, much love. Be good. Be safe. Peace. Be kind to one another. Remember, it kind of sounds a little cliche, but love goes a long way, folks. Prayers for Tabs and his family. Terry, hopefully you feel better, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. Throw your car everywhere. I'll throw your car everywhere. We'll put it on pretty much everything we're doing tomorrow. I want you to feel better. Be good, safe, be kind. Peace. See you in the next one.